Afternoon, beautiful people. So today I decided to do story time. So today's topic is why I decided to get sober. I apologize if you see me staring up like that. I promise you there's like a freaking huge wasp that keeps flying near me. I'm like really scared, honestly. So I decided to get sober because I felt like it was a very serious thing I needed to do. Like I was really like falling apart, honestly. I just thought I could go through life and be okay and continuously drink. I mean, like heavily drinking too. Like, it was honestly a scary point in my life. I started drinking when I was like 15 years old. And I was drinking like straight vodka, like no chaser, no nothing, no drinks. I was just drinking vodka. I don't even remember who the heck was buying me vodka, but I think it was probably one of my cousins or some crap like that. But so in turn, what ended up happening is I got clean from drugs. Like I was doing like opiates, like like Vicodin, Percocets, and things like that from 2009 to 2015. Actually, when I was doing a dual diagnosis, which is a mental health case and a rehabilitation case inside the Western Psychiatric Institute and Clinic, my grandfather passed away, and that really took a toll on me. But I was already having alcoholic issues prior to that. Like I just was not. I was in denial. Like once I couldn't get my drugs anymore, I started drinking heavily. I mean, drinking. I'm talking about a bottle of vodka a day, and it got to the point where I had to really just look at myself and be like, "What is going on? What are you doing?" Things like that. So it was scary, but I had to do it. If that makes any sense, I really had to do it. So everybody was concerned about my drinking, pretty much everybody around me, and I was still in denial. I thought that, like, okay, maybe if I do this, if I do that, I could change my ways, but I couldn't. I was literally drowning in my own sorrows. So finally, I decided, okay, Taylor, enough is enough. Like, seriously, I'm at the point where, like this part of my lip got numb, and at first I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm having, like, what's it called, a stroke. And then I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on, blah blah. And I was like, maybe it's just time for me to quit drinking, like really accept the fact that I seriously have an alcoholic issue and I need to stop. My grandfather on my mom's side was an alcoholic, and my mom always worried about being like that. And at that point she was concerned about me being like that, which I was. So what I ended up doing was I stopped, and I thought I could do it on my own. I was like, I'll stop, I'll go to AA, blah 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 blah. And I wanted it to be more of a spiritual journey than anything, because I just didn't want that to take over me, because I'm a spiritual person. But what ended up happening is that I drank a couple days out of the week, and it just it wasn't working. It really wasn't working the way I thought it would. But what I ended up doing was accept the fact that it wasn't going to be easy. When I went to the hospital the first time to get clean, they told me that relapse is a part of recovery. So when I relapsed twice when I came out of the hospital, I, wasn't upset about it. But I was more upset about this one, I think, because this was a harder demon to fight. Like, I was really struggling. Like, everywhere you turn, there's a liquor store, a bar, or something, even in restaurants. So I really was just like, what am I going to do? How am I going to stop drinking? But I eventually did, and, it's still a struggle some days, but I mean, it's a lot better than what it used to be, And then I have 4 mental disorders. I have bipolar disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, PTSD, and ADHD. So mixing all of that with being a mom, especially a mom of a child who's autistic, and trying to stay clean, I mean, and we're stuck in a house. But all in all, I got it done, and I just wanted to let everybody know it's not impossible to do it. You can do it. Anybody can do it. I just don't want you to feel like you can't, okay? And it's not going to be easy, but trust me when I tell you, the reward is so much better than the downfall. I mean, I got more energy. I'm more patient. I have, I'm not waking up hungover all the time and, stressed out. And that's the most important thing is I worried about things like dying, dude. Like, people actually do die. And then I think about things like Laura Cleary, who I follow on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, Chris Crocker, who I follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and all these people that got clean when they were having struggles. And it's just like, you know what? I think I can do that, And not everybody has the same issue that I had, but it gave me motivation, to just be better, be a better person. So my message to you guys is don't ignore the signs. If you're a person who can't go a day without drinking, or you can't go for a week without drinking, or you every time something good happens you have to drink, or like things like I did, like you drink even when you say you're not going to, those are all signs of alcoholism. Don't deny yourself of your freedom. Don't be a slave to your drug of choice, because I was a slave to mine, and it was rough. It was rough. And then on top of that, with my daughter's dad passing away, learning how to like stay sober doing that, it's not easy, dude. So I just want you guys to know I've been through a hell of a lot, And then I think he died like a couple days before the anniversary of our son's death. So it was just like, it's so crazy, like, how life just changes around you. But don't let that discourage you. Don't let it stop you. You can do this. I believe in you guys. That's why I made this page, for everybody who ever struggled or had issues. I'm right here with you. We can do this together, okay? That's why I say like me, because don't feel like you're alone. Anything you're going through, anything I'm going through, we are one and the same. That's why it's called like me, okay? We are all one and the same. We all go through things that are so similar, and I do not ever want any of you guys to feel alone. And if you have any questions, let me know. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. I love you guys so much.